welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hayley Colleen and I do videos all about inspiration, motivation and women's issues. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can keep up to date with my new videos. In this video, I'm talking about 5 daily habits that can transform your day, make you more productive and help you get stuff done. I am a little bit obsessed with productivity hacks, and creating habits is the #1 way to be a girl boss. Try these tips out for just 1 week and you will notice a huge difference. Habit #1 is to not check your phone in the morning, and I cannot emphasize this enough. If you're anything like me, every time you pick up your phone first thing, it literally sends you into a spiral of consuming other people's content, looking at what other people are doing. And then what I'm doing is comparing myself to them the moment I open my eyes, looking at what people have been doing when I'm asleep. You know, we literally have access to people's lives 24/7 from all over the world. And if we've just got out of bed and we maybe, not feeling or looking our best, or we haven't had even time to think in the morning, and we're just sitting there, scrolling through, seeing all of these other girls online, smashing life, taking over the world, we're automatically going to feel a sense of lack the second we open our eyes. Taking that time in the morning, even if it is just 15 minutes, where the time is just about you or you and your family, the more time you spend absorbing random content, the less time you have to go towards your own goals and dreams. For me, for example, I need that time. I need to feel energetically aligned before I start consuming other people's content and putting myself into a different virtual reality world. For example, this morning I decided to do a bit of a journal process. This is the journal that I use, that my friend Katie brought me, and you just go through different exercises each morning, and I can highly recommend this as an exercise in the morning to keep your mind clear and your brain away from social media and all of the craziness that comes from that. My next tip is one of my favorites, and that is to tidy for 30 minutes a day with the help of a good podcast. This has been a huge game changer for me. I literally used to hate tidying up. I just found it like a bit annoying and gross, but I'm an adult, unfortunately, so I kind of have to do it. So again, I got creative thinking, how can I make this boring task more enjoyable? And the answer, podcasts and time blocking, or time batching as some people say. I may not like tidying up, but I do like a bit of competition, even if it's with myself. So I set my timer for around half an hour or the length of a podcast, and I start cleaning like a mad woman. Half an hour-ish a day usually includes hoovering, tidying up a little bit, and doing the services, putting the laundry on, the usual daily drags that you just can never be bothered to do. But you would be surprised how much half an hour a day tidying can actually accomplish. Podcasts also make tidying up a little less boring. You can literally be learning a new skill or catching up what's going on in the world whilst you're tidying. And I love multitasking. My next tip is creating an evening and morning task review. Knowing what you're doing and when is a huge, important daily habit for me. I really like to use the MIT method. I find it makes things super clear and concise for the day and gives me a sense of accomplishment. I know we're all super busy these days, and we can get so overwhelmed by our to-do lists and trying to be like super women. And that's why the 3-MIT method is a great daily habit. It helps you prioritize and identify the 3 most important tasks you must complete and accomplish every day. The idea is that no matter what else you do that day, these are the things you must make sure you do. My next tip is daily movement. Daily movement has changed everything for me and has helped my mental health so much. For months, I literally had to force myself out of the door in my workout gear, crying into a coffee cup. And now I find it's so much more enjoyable because I made small but important changes to make things, a bit more fun. So I can actually maintain movement as a daily habit. For example, I drink my coffee on my morning walk with my dog, and then whilst working out, I usually watch a YouTube video or have some kind of film on in the background. The key to this habit is to make your daily movement something that you actually look forward to by combining it with something you actually enjoy. Also, let's just stop exercising in ways we hate. Start making your daily movement a mental, hit class, because it's not going to work in the long run if that's not what you like. If you enjoy walking and you hate those hard classes, don't pretend you're going to be consistently going to CrossFit every week, because let's be real, you're not. So make sure you enjoy whatever you decide to do on your daily movements, even if it is just gentle yoga. Sure, you're probably not going to be like some ripped bodybuilder anytime soon, but at least you are moving your body, and that is the most important thing. My final tip for my daily habit is to read. I genuinely believe that we are lifelong students in this world, and we should always be learning, we should always be teaching ourselves something, or alternatively, if you like fiction, we should be able to escape the reality that we have day to day, escape our mundane reality, and go into an amazing fictional book. So for me, I love personal development books. I am a little bit of a nerd, so I also like sciencey books, history books, political books. I kind of like a myriad of different books. At the moment, I am reading a couple of books, and I usually like to read one fiction book and one personal development book or one history book. At the moment, I'm reading a book called Selfie, which is absolutely amazing, and it's all about the history of narcissism and how far we have come with the digital self and how narcissistic we are in social media, which is hilarious because I'm on YouTube, but that's a really, really good book. And I also like to read things about the law of attraction, manifestation, all different types. As you can see, I'm really into books about psychology and the mind, CBT, and basically how to change your thinking and be the best version of you. These are my two favourite law of attraction books. As you can see, I highlight these books where I think things are great, and I write notes. And just because I find these things really good to just come back to all of the time and allow myself to get back into the mindset of law of attraction. I always think that having a good book and reading as part of your daily habit takes you away from the screen, takes you away from our own realities, and brings you into a sense of groundedness. It's quiet time, it's peaceful, and I just think it's a great habit to have in general, and I love reading. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please write a comment below and like and subscribe to my channel.